YouTube, Creepstoring here, and today, I'm probably posting this pretty late, but it's because I got everything set up. I know how to do the SD card computer thing. I have a whole dual monitor set up here, not really, it's kind of like my ancient laptop over here, and then my computer, which I usually work on the desktop. Let me fix the light, so you can't really see, there you go. And then I put everything on the desktop because I don't have an SD to USB converter yet. Once I get that, it'll make my life a whole bunch easier. So, this is the Yosenju deck update that I promised you when I first made the deck. And I'm doing it on the new camera. As you can tell, it looks probably a lot better than when I was recording on my iPod. Thank you. And now I have a tripod. You can't see it because it's on there, so I don't have to stack things up because I'm using an actual camera. Took me a while to get everything how I wanted it, so let's get right in this deck profile. So first things first, this is standard Yosenju, you know, you're running 3,1, 3,2, and 3,3. It's a mess, but let's just try and fix everything. You know, standard. Each one goes in the other, and my light is terrible. Jeez. Better, but it's because I don't have a light on the other side over there. I usually have one because I set something up, but I forgot. Can't really fix that now, can we? But let's just go right in the deck profile. Standard. 1, if you have another Yosenju on board, you get to bounce. 2, you get to attack directly, so I usually poke with him a lot. If I don't have anything else, and then 3, you get to search out for any Yosenju card in the deck. You can't search out for Yosen Training Ground, which is a shame, because it says Yosen, not Yosenju, so there's a downside, but that card's really good, and that could have been potentially broken if you could search out for it, so those are the main Yosenjus, as you all probably know already. Next up, oh, my mouse is in the way. For the last of the Yosenju lineup, the one Yosenju Sujik, he's in here because he's pretty much like an honest for the deck. You can toss him from your hand if a Yosenju is battling and boost it by 1,000, or if he's on board, he can boost another Yosenju that's on the field. So you can boost himself if you want like an even board and attack with him, which is always handy if you're trying to like push for that last amount that you need, and you make it, you know, Yosenju Sujik, that last boost, and it can give you a lot of wins. It's given me a couple wins against, like, my friends or my locals, so I played this deck once at my locals, and I think I won just by, boosting Sujik. I don't know what kind of build this is, really. I think it's more of a stun variant, and if anything, I think I might be throwing, anti-spell fragrance in here just, because, why not? So, double fossil dyna thing that I can't pronounce. So, pretty much every deck in the game now, except for Yosenju, special summons like a lot. So, having the ability to stop your opponent from getting into their special summons, or, you know, when he's flipped, you can, well, flipped into face-up attack position, or if they attack into it, he destroys all special summon monsters on the field, which is super strong because, you know, facing like Star Seraphs or Star Seraph should always pop everything on the field. I'm pretty sure that works. That's special summoned? I don't know. I haven't faced Shadalls with this deck yet, so I don't know. So, having that ability to pop like an entire board of special summons is really strong, because especially like Ritual Beast or something like that, you can pop pretty much entire boards. Next up is Gravekeeper's Commandant. Jeez, I was about to say Necro Valley. Gravekeeper's Commandant, because this is the Necro Valley build. A lot of the times you'll side him and Necro Valley out because, just not, well, there's a good portion of the decks that do banish, but sometimes you come across those decks that don't, and when I go to locals, I don't come across a lot of decks that do banish, because most of the time I'll keep it in there for, like, Ritual Beast, or, I can't really think of anything else right now. Or maybe you're like going up against Necroz and you throw down Necro Valley and they can't like banish things. Or I don't know. Anyway, Necro Valley, because, not Necro Valley, Gravekeeper's Commanded because you're playing Necro Valley build. And then the last thing up is Thunder King Ryo. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. There we go. 3 Yosen Training Grounds, because this is Yosenju deck, so 3 Yosen Training Grounds. 3 Fire Formation Tanky, because again, Yosenju, they're all Beast Warrior, so free searches. Double Swords of Revealing Light. My friend suggested this to me, who is playing Ritual Beast, and he's like, oh, if you're trying to like get in your combo pieces and you're having trouble getting into your combo pieces, why not throw down like a swords or something so your opponent can't attack you for a couple turns and you can get in your combo pieces one by one, but then I can just like pop everything on the board. Well, not pop, more like bounce with Yosenju combo 1. So it's pretty strong, you know, having this card in there, and I just love it because this one's gorgeous. I don't know what rarity this is, like Ultra with something else on it. I don't remember what that's called. But yeah, 2 Swords of Revealing Light. It works out in this deck really well. I don't know why I wasn't playing it from the start. I think I considered it, and then I just put it off to the side and just never thought of it again. So next up, 2 Pot of Duality, because I had to make room for the 2 Necro Valleys. Again, Necro Valley build, stopping banishing and stopping pretty much a lot of things that are being played in this format. So it's pretty strong, but sometimes you'll side it out because, you know, rogue or just stupid things that you need to side out for. Like whenever I play against Mecha Phantom Beast, I lose mainly because I forget how to, you know, side things out, or I think I just have a really bad matchup against them with this build. I don't know. Go ask Yugi-Bot. And then Regeki. And you're probably wondering why I don't play Dark Hole or anything. That, again, I had to make room for a lot of things in this deck. I'm still working out a lot of things that are going to be going in and out of this deck right now. I don't think I'm going to do another deck profile on it because that might be overkill. So yeah, that's the spell lineup. I don't know how many spells are in this deck. I think there's 13 monsters though. That I'm pretty sure about. And for the trap lineup, we have double Mirror Force, because this is Yosenju and you need to blow up as much stuff as you can so you can get into full attacks. And it's just a super strong card in this format, I think, because being able to pop entire boards is stronger than Deep Prison, because, yeah, you have the chance of, oh yeah, I get rid of my opponent's entire, I get rid of one of my opponent's monsters that would have gotten a grave effect or something, but yeah, so they get a grave effect. But with Mirror Force, you can get rid of entire fields and then next turn go for something bigger. I just feel it's a little bit stronger in this format. That's what I think. Yosenju, double Yosenju's secret move. Jeez, I couldn't remember what the name of the card was. I can see it. It's on the screen. I should be playing 3 of this. I just don't have a 3rd because I forgot to pick one up. When I first did the deck profile, I thought that 1 was better than most builds. And I was wrong, because I started to see that if I searched out for it and then I set it and then I did, you know, my move or my play next turn, I just was able to stop a lot of things, and I didn't really see that beforehand when I was testing on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, because I never really went into it. I never really needed it, because I would always OTK before I actually needed the card or I needed to activate it. So I started to see, when I started to play a lot of Rogue and a lot of stuff that was a little bit more, I don't know what to call it, but I started to realize that I needed this card more often than not, because if I was going to attack or make my big plays, this could stop it and I could just get around a lot of things on board. Wow. So, 2-Dimensional Prison, I know I was writing on this card a second ago, but it is very strong in this format still. But Mirror Force I just think is stronger. But I am playing Yosenju, so it's a better idea to play this than not. It's like, why need it and not have it, while you can have it and not need it, right? Phoenix Chain, self-explanatory. Vanities, this is Yosenju, self-explanatory. Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare, because I can just stop like things like Trish and anything that I really need to against like an across matchup. Compulse, Bottomless, and Torrential. Because I'm playing Yosenju and Torrential can just blow up boards. I don't know. It's late and I'm starting to mumble. On to the extra deck. This extra deck evolved quite a bit compared to when I first did the deck profile. So let's jump right into it because I have worked on this quite a bit. My friends have given me suggestions. People at locals have given me suggestions. And online. One that's Stellar Knight, Deltros, because you're going to be having 3 monsters on board a lot, and if you're worried about like a back row or something face down, you can just destroy it. I think, yep, this is, there we go. I think that's better. I don't know. I can just get rid of things easy, and why not get rid of entire boards? Not entire boards as much as get rid of something that you're worried about that you can just quickly get rid of. One Iwagishi Marogeist, because sometimes you just want to make sure that the card doesn't get its grave effect, or something that you just don't want to activate if it goes to the grave, so just set it right back to the deck. One Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, so you can get into your tankies if you can't get them fast enough. My friend suggested this to me, and I hadn't really seen anything online that ran this, but I figured why not, because I can get my tankies fast, and just search out more, boost my monsters. Why not? One number 82 Heartland Draco, because I can just end games by attacking directly with this card. So why not? 101 self-explanatory. Bujintai Katsuguchi, because I can attack for 25 and make sure this card doesn't get destroyed. Because this entire deck is Beast Warriors pretty much. And if this thing would get destroyed, I can just attach and keep it on board. So say I only have 1 back row and it's a bluff or something because I didn't get any of my traps, which happens to me a lot, and I'll have 2 monsters. I'll go into him so I can just protect myself so I can get something else next turn. Gaguya Samurai, because I can end games with this. It's like another Gaguya Cowboy, but not as good, because I can, destroy 2 monsters if they have lower attack, or I can just end the game. So I figured it's pretty good. Gaguya Cowboy, because Gaguya Cowboy for game. You go into this a lot, and you go to that play a lot, because it's just really, really strong. Number 50, Black Ship of Corn, because it acts like a pseudo kind of, I don't want to call it a 101, but more or less kind of like a better version of, what's it called? Sky Pegasus, I think. Yeah, that's the one that they have to pay 1,000 to keep it on board or let it get destroyed. It's just a better version of that, and I like the card personally. A while back I traded it off for something stupid, and I don't know why I did that. It's a very good card. And I use this a lot in combo with 101. That's why I was thinking that it was like a pseudo 101. And then Diamond Dire Wolf to just get rid of something that's annoying. Abyss Dweller, because you just don't want people to activate grave effects in this format. Number 80, self-explanatory really. And then Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, because I can pretty much end games in 3 turns with this. Like, say I've gotten them down past the 2,000 mark, and they're down in like 6,000. This thing can't be targeted or touched, pretty much, and you run all wind, other than the few that, like Thunder King Ryo and Fossil Dyna, and Gravekeeper's Commandant. You go into this quite often just to finish games, so it's very strong, and it pretty much can't be touched for 3 turns. And then Photon Papal Operative, and then Ragnar Zero. It's the extra deck, and then for the side deck, you run 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. I never use him, I just have him in there for that one coincidence that I do need to use him, because I'm not getting into anything, which happens to me a lot, but I usually draw into the tankies. Now that I am running Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, so I haven't really found the need to use it. 3 MST for like back row heavy decks like my Yosenju when I have the mirror match, or if I'm playing a burn deck that's just really annoying. Dimensional Fissure and the Dark Hole that I'm not meaning. That's for the spells. 3 Shadow Mirror because I haven't gotten my light mirrors yet, so I figure why not just run 3 of these. 2 Trap Stun, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Mirror Force, and then 1 Fairy Wind. So that's the updated Yosenju deck. It's been running a lot more efficient than it was when I first made it, and I've been enjoying playing it since I stopped using my Batterymen, because I just started to get a little bit bored of playing Batterymen over and over again, so I built this, because I had sold a Mirror Force and I had enough to buy the majority of the deck. I think I went over this in the last deck profile, but this has been a really fun deck to build and play, and I'm not done building it yet. I don't know if I'm done, because I might be changing up what kind of deck I'm playing with. I don't know how I'm playing it or something. I'm definitely adding another Yosenju secret move. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh and gaming videos. And as always, hope you enjoyed.